Alright, so what we've got here, right here, this is the swarm that I got the call last Sunday from Faith and Alan to come and get out of their tree. And so I brought them home that night after dark. I have a belief that the queen in there is a virgin queen, meaning she's not, well, I don't know what I need to explain that, but she's not gone on her mating flight yet. And so I'm going to move her over into, and her colony over into this box. This is what more of my equipment looks like. It's a little more of a regular size. As you can see, I've got a bunch of frames. I've had this just sitting out with frames in it, hoping that maybe some swarm would just happen by. That hasn't happened, but luckily I did go out and catch 2 swarms this week. So I will grab a tool real quick and I will clean off this bottom board. And then I will put them back. And then this is the first time, other than that next morning when I went in there and I released her, because I brought her home in a clip that she couldn't get out of. That way, if you've captured the queen, you pretty much captured the swarm. And I fed them, so let's look and see how much they've been drinking down this sugar water. Pretty good. It was pretty full. You can see it's a little gunky. I need to clean that up. You can see some of the bees up inside here. I will put that back on top and keep feeding them while they're trying to get strong. Figure out where I want to put this feeder top when I pull it off. Pull some smoke down inside here just to maybe push them down off the lid here. Now we'll get our first look. I'll look underneath. A lot of bees under there. The swarm itself wasn't all that large, but once she gets mated and gets to laying, she can really crank out some bees. All right, so that one, they've only been here 5 days, so they haven't started really pulling out all these frames. They're showing some interest in that one. I'll just move them over in order. So this one they have been laying, or drawing. This only had comb down to like here. Let's watch and see if we can find the queen here. So this, maybe I'll lift y'all up a little bit. This, what they're doing up here, is called festooning. That's how they link together to make new comb. Just gonna look and see if we can spot the young queen in here, or any evidence that she is laying. A whole bunch of activity on the next frame. If she's not laying, I may just put them back like this, because if she's out on a mating flight, I want the box to look the same when she gets back as when she left. I don't want her to come back all confused, wondering what happened to her home. And then she might, fly into the wrong box, which will be not good for her. Kicking around quite a bit, pretty active. Yeah, so I don't see any eggs in here. I'll look again on this. You can see they're pulling this one down a little bit, starting to make some comb on there. Yeah, let's look over here. Let's see if we can see some eggs. I don't see any. I'm betting she's not back from her mating flight, but she's out there trying to get mated right now. So we will leave things exactly as they were when she left, because she will have memorized what the front of this box looks like. We do not want her to be confused when she gets home. We want her to be able to go right in. I'll give her the whole thing of this drawn comb. So when she gets back, she'll have lots of room to just start laying eggs. Let's hope that's what's happening. You know, it's possible sometimes the queen goes out on a mating flight and just never returns. She gets lost or eaten by a bug or a dragonfly or something, and eaten by a bird or a dragonfly, and we'll never see her again back here. So, all right, well, I guess that's all we're going to learn about this hive for the day. I'll put the top back on, the feeder here. And then while they're getting established, you feed them a 1-to-1 mixture of sugar and water. Oh, look at that. I mixed that up last night. And this 1-to-1 mixture is really good for them to use just to draw and make that comb. Plus, you know, they can use that to feed it to any young bees that they're making. But, well, I guess that's all we got for that hive today. We will still label her as a virgin queen. Thanks a lot. Bye.